With Center Broadcasting Company. This is Justin Mott. I'm here today with Mr. Bobby Moore, and he does a little show where he says he's not an Elvis impersonator, he's just honoring the king. So tell us a little bit more about that, Mr. Moore. What got you into doing this?
Oh boy, like all my stories, it's a long story. First of all, let me say I'm happy to be here with you. I'm an old school teacher technically, but I've always liked radio, and I was doing a sidewalk radio DJ show at the East Texas State Fairground some time back, and I bragged that I could play any song that Elvis Presley had ever recorded. Well, I couldn't. I didn't have all of them. A little blue-haired lady came up and wanted to hear Santa Claus is Back in Town, and I couldn't find it. And I kept putting her off, and I said, finally, she kept coming back. And finally I said, look, lady, if you'll leave me alone, I'll sing it for you. I was trying to be cute, you know. And so then that was the wrong thing to say. Everybody said, yeah, sing it, sing it, sing it. I didn't even know the words. So I was on the spot, so I tried to sing it. And the strange thing about it is they liked it. I guess this proves that people in Tyler, Texas, well, I don't know what it proves, but anyway, they liked it for some reason or another. Well, a couple of weeks later, quite unexpectedly, I got a call from a nursing home in Athens, Texas. Green Oaks Nursing Home, that's what it was. And they said, we're in a pickle. We're doing a benefit banquet for our volunteer help. We don't have any entertainment. We hear you're an Elvis impersonator. And I said, no, I'm not an Elvis. We'll pay you. Ah, okay. So really the money wasn't that important. But anyway, I went over and did a show, and I drug out some live performers. My first cousin, who's a school principal in Garland, plays the piano very well. He came down to play the piano. Got a beautiful young lady whose father was trying to promote her as a singer, and she came and sang with us. And then we had a black female quartet to show up, a cappella, unexpectedly, and they were killers. I mean, they were good. So that's how it all got started. And from then on, people called, and I'd drive all over the place and do free shows. Finally, I had to quit doing free shows because I got to buy tires and gasoline and stuff. That's actually how it got started.
And tell us a little bit about your show coming up this Saturday.
Okay, the show that's coming up in historic St. Augustine, Texas, is in the old movie theater down there on Columbia Street. And I found out about it quite by accident, and I thought, well, who's in St. Augustine, Texas? I mean, but I sort of got captivated by it. And so we decided to do a show there and see if anybody shows up. If they do, and if everything works out, we might do repetitive shows there, something sort of like a variety type show, something like the old Grand Ole Opry used to be, maybe. Not that grandiose, but something. If we get an audience, and I hope we do.
Well, I hope you do too, sir. Thank you for meeting with us today.
cbc-radio.com, keeping you connected wherever you go.